Hey everyone, it's Jamie and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm very excited because we're going to be starting a new Let's Play. I know I have a bunch of Let's Plays currently going on. Some of them are going to be wrapping up soon. Some of them I foresee the end very soon for them. And also I was going to hold off on this one, but with the new Realm of Magic pack coming out very soon, and me knowing I want to do a Let's Play involving that's going to build off of this current one. I gotta get going. If you didn't know, because I didn't talk about this at all on this channel, I recently went on a vampire binge. I recently reread Twilight. Apparently I had a lot of thoughts and feelings, as well as I read for the very first time Interview with a Vampire, as well as I also revisited Dracula and some other gothic horror novels. But yeah, I had an idea where I'm going to do this new Let's Play that's going to revolve around, I guess, like three different vampire groups, if that makes sense, or three different vampire epicenters. We are going to have my Edward and Bella Sims as they are going on just trying to become the best vampires they can. I'm going to have Caleb and Lilith Vitor in kind of exploring a little bit of their romance. Well, not their siblings, I mean, but their like love lives. Part of that coming from inspiration from Interview with a Vampire, as well as in Vlad. And with Vlad, I kind of want to do a little bit of like a Dracula-esque inspired thing. With that, I just want to give a few kind of, I guess, like ground rules for, like, is what I'm going for within this universe. I guess within my storyline, it's going to be that a vampire, if they drink human or sim blood, they'll be a lot more powerful. But similar to kind of how the dark side of the Force in Star Wars corrupts your physical features, if you will, over time. Kind of drinking human blood will affect your features, and you have to drink more human blood to get more powerful, so that you can kind of mask your like aging and decaying, if you will. Very similar to how Dracula in the novel Dracula can retain or regather his youthfulness after drinking human blood. So yeah, so that's kind of my idea for this, is we're going to be following those and what's going on, and just do a little fun. It's going to be a little fun one, so let's get into it. Alrighty, so here we are in Forgotten Hallow. So we have Bella from Twilight here, just, hanging out on the computer. And then we have Edward, just watching some TV, I guess. So my idea for this Let's Play is they both have vampire-themed aspirations. Edward wants to be a good vampire. Alright, and Bella wants to be a master vampire. So, already, so as you know, they're both vampires. So, I know in the Twilight books, Bella is not a vampire when, before she gets married, but here she's already a vampire. She sounds so bored. It's like, being a vampire is so boring. Me too, girl, me too. So I did do a little bit of renovating. I thought about knocking down the house and just, making it all over. Oh my god. I forgot that she had that. Wait a minute. Oomst! Hold the press. Oh, this is a sim I made a little while ago. Oh, I love him. The handsome boy. Woohoo, Edward. Nice. What does that mean now, Edward? Okay. I thought the book was going to help us with that. That was actually really dumb of me. Oh, the book did help. I'm so dumb. So that actually reminds me. So when I was rereading Twilight, there's a lot of things I had forgotten that I like kind of remember. Or I'd completely forgotten. Then as I was reading, I was like, "Oh my god, that's what happened in this book." For one, so you know how in the movie Bella like goes online and she like searches things. Um, yeah, in the book that like doesn't happen. No one like teaches her anything, or she doesn't like do really any real. She like kind of does like brief internet research, but like most of what she learns from Jacob Black. I'm like, that's like really weird in my opinion.
Just saying.
So I guess like my Bella is gonna be actually gonna do more. That's another thing. So like another thing I was when I was reading, it's not that badly written of a novel, I'm not gonna lie. It's actually a pretty good novel. I think the main issue with it is it kind of falls in the oh, it's a vampire that I made. Love him. It falls into the category of a lot of showing or telling and not showing. Like it tells us Bella's smart, but we don't really see her be that smart. It's very strange. Oh, she has to read the whole thing. Ugh. Girl, why are you so bored? Bella has learned everything on the internet about vampires at least. Itching to read some new information on vampires. Oh, that's not who I thought it was.
Don't care about you.
Creepy. You know what? Just come talk to this girl, I guess. This elderly lady. Friendly introduction. Let's get off the computer. You probably don't need to, but like, aren't the Cullens rich? She'll be fine. Is she really not done reading one yet? Where'd she go? It's like, I don't know, finish up. Who is this? Gossip about ancient vampires with Ali Salvador. Oh, she's a vampire? Oh yeah, I gave him detect personality because he can read people's minds in the book. Vampiric spar? Sure, let's go. Their vampire forms are like the same as their like not vampire forms. Which I did that on purpose because in my idea was since they don't drink human blood. Oh, Edward just got his ass kicked. My idea was since they don't have they don't drink human blood, they wouldn't be, as corrupted as maybe Vlad's dark form is. I think they had a good time. Let's go out day. Edward is now a minor vampire. He has started. Oh, the unhallowed rank of. Oh, well,
Good for Edward.
I guess Edward will take out on the town while Bella's reading. Discover new plants. Oh, Bella's learning all sorts of great things. Edward's is out here and about. Alright, so I don't know if I've actually fully introduced you to all of my sim witches, but a few of them are going to play a role in this new Let's Play. This is Sebastian. He'll be playing a pretty significant role. He is a artist and witch sim. And now pretty great. So this is another sim that will be playing. This is Taylor. Taylor is a author and reporter. And kind of taking from Interview with a Vampire, she will be going to interview a certain vampire. Vampires, if I will. Also, you probably remember Satan. Satan lives here. He is married to Selma. I haven't really given too much backstory to them, or haven't talked about it here on my channel, at least. In my game, I have it that Selma and the other witches of the coven, who all live here in the household, they realized that the neighbors, who no longer exist, they're kind of gone, they were devil worshippers, and they raised Satan from beyond to come bring the apocalypse, the sim-apocalypse, if you will. So Selma and the witches, they all gathered together to bind him, but they didn't know what to do, so they bound him to the house, and it kind of became a Beauty and the Beast kind of story where the two begin to learn to love each other, and then she said to her and the other witches, they decide to banish him back to hell when she realizes that she was in love with him and that she was going to be that it was going to get in the way of properly watching over him. However, he then used all of his ability to bring himself back to the surface. He no longer has any powers, but he came back because he wanted to be with Selma. But yeah, he doesn't have any powers anymore. He's just a simple little sim. This is Aiden. Aiden is another witch as well. He is Sebastian's husband. He's kind of goofy, very funny. In some ways, I don't think a lot of people thought the Sebastian and Aiden would probably mesh well because they're very different. But this is Selma and Satan's daughter, Aaliyah. She's just so cute, so little. This is Bone Hilda Stark. She is the Stark house maid, and she's part of the family. She's pure, she's innocent, she's great. This is their cat Delphi, who always has something wrong with her. I don't know. But anyway, so Taylor decided that she's gonna write a book about vampires, a more modern. She realizes those encyclopedias are a little old and outdated. So originally her and Selma were gonna go because her and Selma are very close. They're all very close, but her, Selma, and Aiden are or not her, Selma, and Sebastian are like the original members of this coven. Then they brought Aiden in, and then they brought Satan in, and then they resurrected Bone Hilda to come live with them. So now they're just a big happy family. And now she and Sebastian are gonna go travel so that they can begin work. He's gonna, kind of be her company, help her take notes and stuff, kind of be like an editor on the project. Like I said, originally it's gonna be Selma, but she's very busy. after that whole debacle where she saved the Earth from the Morgana Goth mystery, she's kind of like, just want to take it slow for a bit, spend time with my family. Alright, so Taylor got permission to come interview none other than Caleb and Lilith. Sebastian's going to say hi to Lilith, so they kind of vaguely know each other from around. Yeah, argue about... Oh. There she goes. Also living in this household is Jacob Black. He's him and Lilith have a little bit of a thing going on, if I'm being honest. Oh, there he is. So kind of what got them in was that Sebastian and Caleb are already pretty good friends. Nancy! I always get so happy when I see Nancy out jogging. There she is, our girl. Our Goyle. So here she's gonna just asking some questions, like, tell it, you know, if you ever read Interview with a Vampire, just kind of things like that, like, how did you turn? Ask about your favorite author. Oh, keys. I don't really know anything about vampires. Try searching on the computer. That's like not why we came here, but okay. So as you can see, he's a little bit more engaged with Sebastian. I'm not saying he's into Sebastian, but let's just say if he had the option. Oh, I'm a little worried that Sebastian has a little bit of a thing for him. If I'm being honest. Ooh, look at Selma raking in the money with those bids. Since when are we friends with Katrina? I thought she was dead.
Awkward.
Joke about the old times. I don't know what old times those are, but... So Taylor and Lilith seem to be hitting it off fairly well. She's like, yeah, I'll tell you all about my experience as a vampire. Enthused about wants? That doesn't sound dirty. So Taylor decided she didn't want to interrupt Sebastian because he seemed to be having a good time. However, she realized, even though she was getting some great info out of Caleb and Lilith, there was still a lot that they couldn't tell her. So she'd heard to stay away from Vlad. But you know, she's like, but he probably knows so much. It's like, I've heard of you. Why is he in his vampire form? So Vlad here began to realize, like, this Taylor girl's very smart, asking a lot of questions about vampires. And he began to wonder what her true intentions were. So he decides, like, follow me, I have something to show you. Follow me upstairs. She's like, okay. And he starts playing, so this was my master suite when I was alive. She's like, oh, okay. He's like, and now it's your room. He decided to lock her in. Now, she's stuck here. So Taylor began to realize something was wrong. She's like, how did I get up here? She's like, okay, let me out. So I think I'll end here with our first episode. We've got Bella and Edward working on their skills to become the best vampires they can. We kind of realized that, you know, Caleb might just be a little too into Sebastian, and Taylor has gotten herself abducted by Vlad. So make sure to check in next time to see what happens next.